Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome into another fabulous session. I know that everything is being notified, that the app is doing its job of letting you know that I'm here. So I'm just going to be checking. I'm going to make sure that we are also in our Facebook group live and everything. It's also, if you see me looking to the left, that's because that is set up over here, and I just want to make sure that I'm seeing everything correctly, that our live is streaming good. Oh, I see you guys in there. Thank you. Nice to see you in here. I'm looking forward to us really connecting um, and really keeping things moving. And also, I'm always so excited to welcome in our Tuesday together. It's a little dreary out here in the East Coast today, very cold. Just to let you know, it's very cold. So I hope you all are warm, dress warm, and everything. So, like I said, I just wanted to give it a few minutes to notify everyone I'm looking. I saw that it is okay over there. So, this is great. So, you know what? Let's get into today's discussion. If this is your first time in here, welcome. If it's not, listen, if this is your first time being with me, place a one in the comments and tell me where you're watching from, if it's whatever area you're from. If you've been with me and you are used to seeing me, put a two in the comments and let me know what city you're watching from as well. I would love to know that. So, you know what? Good morning, fabulous C suite executives. Hope you had a beautiful weekend and you are ready to jumpstart this week. You know, this week is already really panning out to be something dynamic. So, with that being said, my name is Sonya LaRae. I'm a lifestyle relationship counselor, fashion psychologist, educator, holistic health and wellness consultant, and the president and CEO of LaPaz Image Consultants, where everything is fabulous. We're a full service international luxury agency, and I have the pleasure of working with C suite executives, A-listers, and high level entrepreneurs to bring harmony to your lives or their lives, which is so busy, and to work with them in totality, which means mind, body, soul, and wardrobe, which is dynamic, as you know. So make sure that you are subscribed to our fabulous channel. Hit that bell so you're notified each and every time that a new episode is brought forward. And make sure that you like the episode as well. It really helps us and we appreciate it too. So, the last few episodes, I've been really leaning in on helping you bring synergy and harmony to your personal and professional lifestyle. And, that we can marry all components of our life seamlessly so you can enjoy the things that make you feel more fulfilled and plugged into your family, your friends, your community, or whatever it is that brings you closer to your purpose. And I think as people, and especially as executives, we want to feel like we are engaged with the things that really bring us our delight. And unfortunately, cannot always be 24/7, 365 days out of the year work. It cannot be that way, especially if you have a family and you want that family to have success. We have to be able to harmonize every element in that beautiful life of ours. So, I have you here with me for the next 30 minutes, and we're going to delve into the intricacies of merging our professional and personal life, um, seeking to create a sacred space where both can coexist harmoniously. So you all may hear me call you Lapazians. So everyone that is in the agency, those that are signed into the agency, and now that you're a part of the agency because you're here watching and viewing and being a part of this beautiful session, this is your one-on-one session with me. So you're a Lapazian as well. So if you hear me say Lapazians, I'm speaking about you. Okay. So, Lapazians, balancing the demands of work and personal life is a universal challenge. I mean, no matter who you are, no matter what it is, it's a universal challenge. And finding the right equilibrium is crucial for our overall well being. And we know that we want to have that kind of balance so we can have that overall happiness, not feeling like we're pressed and stressed constantly. So I want to explore three, and let me just get some of these words off the screen because I like to talk and I don't like to have things blocking your view. I want to speak to you like we're sitting at a table one on one together. So I want to explore three key strategies to seamlessly merge these dynamic spheres and a powerful journaling exercise that I'm going to have with you all to reinforce this integration. So I told you these sessions are not just for you to come and listen. These sessions are really for you to really work with me and feel what it feels like to work with me one on one. So, in turn, I need you to have your journals. I need you to have an open mind and be kind of present for this moment. So, if you have 30 minutes that you're taking your break with me or you're having your coffee with me, turn off your phone, that you're not looking at your text messages or getting notifications from Instagram or whatever, that we have this 30 minutes to really pour into what we're going to do. So, first and foremost, what is so necessary is that you establish clear boundaries to be able to create and or establish to create or establish a sacred space means you have to establish clear boundaries between your personal professional life clearly, that it has to be delineal, that you have to clearly define your work hours and your personal hours, ensuring that each domain receives the attention it deserves. So it means that we have to sit in that space, in that place of introspection to see where we need to clarify what we're going to have or what needs our focal or our attention. So it involves setting specific starts and end times for work. So if you say that your work day is from, let's say you decide that you're going into your office and your work day is going to be starting at 5 o'clock in the morning. Because some of you all, because I work with a lot of you all that are on television and all too, that your day starts at about 3:30 in the morning. So let's say you are at work from 3:30 until noon or until 2 o'clock. And that is your work hours. That 3 to 2, that is your office hours. So then you have to be able to avoid the temptation of checking emails during your personal time and communicating those boundaries to your assistants, your top tier executives, even if you have clients, if you need to let your clients know that these are my work hours, the billable hours that I have. The other thing is when you set those kind of priorities and those boundaries like that, it keeps you even from squalling at your job. Believe it or not, that's the truth. You can literally be loitering in your business, that you are constantly just there, but it's not really giving dedicated time to your business now that you're loitering at your job. So we have to define the boundaries that we want. So I'll tell you, being that I'm a therapist and a consultant, I have to set clear boundaries constantly for myself, for my business, for my clients, for my family. Um, I have to be very clear with my intention too. And that's something that you really have to get clarity on, is the intention that you have for each of these spaces in your places in your life. I have, for myself, my actions, and I have constantly been pivoting and changing those boundaries so they can be respected and honored. Because if not, you start to lose time with your family. You start losing the opportunities of building that baseline that needs to be constantly there as a security, as well as your family knowing that you're not going to just forget about them or just have everything else overshadow the time and the quality you need with them, as well as they're not going to press in onto your business hours that now your clients, your employees, or those that need you feel that they don't have your attention. So this way we're able to maximize our time proficiently. That is something that is key. So you really have to be willing to go in and set clear boundaries. That's that first element. So the second one is this. And this can be a little hard, it can be a little challenging. I know some of my clients said this was a little difficult when we started working on this. Excuse me. Sorry, I have a little lint on my lip there. Sorry. We have to be willing to embrace mind mapping. Yes, mind mapping. So, mind mapping is something that I get a lot of clients to embrace. This is like our powerful tool, or one of my powerful tools, to delineate and maintain a sacred space between your professional and personal life. So, this requires, and sometimes when we're doing these things and we hear it for the first time, it may be a little kickback because it's something new that you're breathing into your life, breathing into your space that you're not accustomed to. So you also have to give yourself a little patience as well, and that compassion to be willing to learn these new elements. Because mind mapping requires that you create an outline or a map outlining key priorities in both realms of your personal and professional life, that it really gets you to kind of have that focus and the clarity that you need. So a lot of times when we do this, I hope you are willing to like do the homework, because these are the times and the testing ground for you right now with each of these sessions. So this is a part here that you may want to pin mark the episode. It's 11:11 right now. So we're going to get into our first homework assignment, okay? And this is going to help you in building healthy habits and harmony. You have to be willing to you really have to be willing to invest in the time. And that's one of the biggest things. You have to be willing to invest in the time. And because of that, the exercises don't work if you're not willing to really do it, or if you're not really willing to commit to it. So I want you to begin by listing your top personal and professional priorities. So you're going to start first and foremost by listing your top personal and professional priorities. And I want you then to use colors, okay? Using colors to separate different ideas, because color can help you show the organization or of the subjects. And it actually will train your brain in a different way of seeing things too. It can also make the mind mapping more appealing and help you to visualize actually different sections of the mind mapping for your future, and to recall it better to you. So sometimes even when you see it, even when you do certain things or you're studying, you may highlight things in certain colors or different colors, because it allows your brain to see it differently and to symbolize and to actually receive it in a different way. So you ingest it differently and be able to maintain it and have it stored properly. So symbols, you want to even use some symbols, which is great, because sometimes people are more of that visual creature and they need those symbols even to represent each category. So allowing your mind map to visually reinforce and distinctly, kind of place things in a place and space that you need it. So then from there, I need you then to reflect on how this visual aid enhances your awareness and guides intentional balance. I know that's a lot. Like I gave you a lot in that little part right there. So let me go back and I want to just kind of streamline it just a little bit, okay? So I want you to begin first and foremost by listing your top personal and professional priorities. Then I want you to go in and allow your mind mapping to kind of resonate with you as you get those listed in there. Then I need you to reflect on how This visual aid enhances your awareness and guides your intentional balance. And this is an exercise that can keep you coming back to refocus, reorganize, and maintain certain elements in that life and personal, that professional and personal balance that you're doing. And it also will help you in implementing and updating your priorities as you evolve into this space. Because those priorities that you list down there for both segments in that both areas of your life, and it could even be more segments in your life that you have to put down. It could be your personal life as far as it goes with the activities that you have outside of things with your family. That could even be putting in that structure of your health and your wellness. It can be putting into the space and place of you doing more activities with your family. Or maybe it's that you need to do a little bit more of your self-care. It all will go into that mind mapping log and detailing it for you. Um, and it also helps you, and I love that someone put in here and put this comment up, that what it's helping you to do is focus, reorganize, and maintain. And that is what that exercise does for us. And if you do it correctly, you actually can start to implement that in different areas of your life as well. When we go through this and when you're working with me, and see, this is the beauty of you getting to see how it is to work with me here on this live, is because we get to sit down as you take all those elements that you have just placed into your mind mapping journal or your journal that you're keeping that we're working through. All those assignments, as I tell my clients, become your Bible or your book of reference. Because as you develop these beautiful skill sets, they trickle into your life, that it keeps your life constantly in harmony, even when things unexpected come in and try to derail what you're doing. Because you have the tools and the equipment that we're building, and even reprogramming your GPS, which is that brain and that beautiful brain that I tell you about constantly. It becomes now a part of your makeup, your DNA. Yes. So that's how powerful this is. So mind mapping is something that I really work on and delve deep on when I'm working with you one-on-one, and to really show my clients what it looks like. I show them beautiful visualizations, because I use mind mapping in my own life as well. And it really works so beautifully to keep me on track, because I have a lot of balls that are up in the air that are being juggled, and they can't all hit the floor at the same time, and they all can't be up at the same time. They have to be in a constant rotation. So that's why these discussions are so important. That's why working with a life manager, and people don't realize what life management is. Like I tell everyone, that most of your celebrities or your A-listers, they have a person like myself that work very deeply with them and very close to them, because every element of their life is really in harmony. So they're able to do all the things that they want to put into that priority. Prime example, I'm going to give you a beautiful example of this. So all of you know that Taylor Swift has a huge, uh, her schedule is gigantic. She has so many appearances that she has to make. She has different things that she has to do. She has now a beautiful relationship with Kelsey, with Jason Kelsey, who is with the football team, NFL team. And literally, you see that she's getting to be able to be at several of the games, still honoring the obligations that she has that are with her label, with different brands that she's working with, different things that she's promoting, times that she wants to spend time with her girl group, that she's out there having dinner with them and just kind of having a good time as well. And other little things that she has going on as well, because there's photo shoots, there's studio time, there's rehearsal time, everything. Then she also has a leg of her tour that she's still on, that she has to be overseas, and she still wants to come back for that Super Bowl. So in turn, someone like a Sonya LaRae gets to work with them to make sure that that mind mapping and that destiny of their what they're doing is able to have clear harmony, that they're able to produce and live in a space and a place that is abundant. And so many of you C suite executives and high level entrepreneurs are not doing that, and you're stifling yourselves, and the bubble is getting smaller and smaller for you because you're not understanding how to live out loud and how to expand the vision so you can live out loud and live in that abundant space and place in totality. So that's why it's so important for me to come in here to do these sessions with you so you can see. Basically, it's to see, to hear, to feel what it is like to work with me, Sonya LaRae. So before I give you the third and final key, I thought this would be a really good place and space for me to do a quick reset for anyone that is just tuning in, or if you're just getting to this point, like you just clicked on and everything, or maybe you're just listening to the replay. I really want you to be a part of this. So we're in here every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is Sonya LaRae. I'm a lifestyle relationship counselor, fashion psychologist, educator, holistic health and wellness consultant, and I'm the president and CEO of LaPaz Image Consultants, which is a fabulous agency. We can't have a tagline that where everything is fabulous if we weren't. And we are a full service international luxury agency that works with C suite executives like yourselves, high level entrepreneurs, as well as A-listers to bring that harmony into their life, mind, body, and soul, plus their wardrobe. And we're going to get into all things on this channel. We're going to get into how we work with you in totality, what that looks like, how it feels, how it grooves, and everything, because it is seamless with what we do. And literally, so many people don't even realize how everything and why I have this beautiful full service agency like this, and why I've actually brought it together so you don't have to go outside anywhere else. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like, and hit the bell so you're notified each and every time that I go live and that I do discussions. I also have a beautiful podcast that I will be introducing you all to a little bit later on as well, because you know what? I'm all about developing your mindset and keeping you blooming and growing in a dynamic way. So, before the reset, I gave you two powerful keys. I gave you the first key of establishing clear boundaries by placing and establishing those boundaries that we have our business and personal boundaries honored and respected, and we allow ourselves to have a safe space for ourselves as well. Then the second master key was all about that mind mapping. It helps you to establish, prioritize, and keep us evolving. Keep all of those balls and all the parts moving seamlessly. You never seen a juggler that doesn't really know how, and everything they're trying to juggle the balls, and all of a sudden the one comes up, but then it hits the floor, and it's constantly that they're doing this. You never see them looking like this. They're looking up like this because they're focused on what is in that rotation. We as C-suite executives and entrepreneurs have to do the same thing. So that leads us right in to our final key of this discussion, which is that we want to be integrating personal values into our professional life. Now, you'll need to identify your values that are most important to you both personally and professionally. I can't do that for you. You have to do that yourself. We can discuss it, we can go over it, we can see if maybe there's certain elements that you have to work on when it comes to those values, but you are the only person that really can place those values into the right space and place. You'll want to seek opportunities within your work environment to express and uphold those values, and whether it's promoting collaborations, empathy, or innovation, integrating life, like your life fostering as a sense of authenticity and purpose. This alignment not only I want to say it like this. It doesn't only enhance your job satisfaction, but also creates a seamless connection between your personal and professional identities. And so many times people don't want to realize that the two actually are married. And so they have to come into a union that is balanced in that way. So, of course, I have an exercise for this particular thing. And I want to give you this is your second part of the homework that I want to give you for today's session. And to really make sure that for you, it aligns with all of the keys that you have. And this is like, this is a great space for you to have that introspection. Because sometimes, as C suite executives and high level entrepreneurs, we're always future casting. And sometimes that requires that we have to be present and here in the now. So, this exercise is going to actually help you because you're going to have to really have alignment with this key. So, I want you to use your journals again and reflect on your core values, both personally and professionally. Okay? So don't rush this. This is an assignment that I don't need you to rush. I need you to sit in this space and not to do that because a lot of times, you know, we're always moving. We got to get moving. We got to keep it going. So I need you to list like 3 to 4 of your values that are significant. Now, pay attention. I want you to list 3 to 4 values that are significant to you in each area, professionally and personally. Okay? Then explore ways in which you can integrate these values into your daily life. So, for example, if one of your personal values is connection, okay, consider how you can foster meaningful connections both at work and in your personal relationship. Let's say that's how you marry those two into that space. So, prime example, I'll give you for me. I value my personal life. In my personal life, I value family. I love family. So my team, and notice I didn't call them my staff. My team is my family. They are my family. And I treat them as such. I honor, I respect them. We take care of each other physically, mentally, emotionally. Through COVID, we truly were together. Outside of COVID, we are together. We are always pouring into each other. Even when one of my team members, my family members got sick, we all just rallied around. And matter of fact, one of the director, my creative director, who is my partner, our one of our family members got so sick that they are actually living with them so they can actually mend and get better. So in there, we are building a genuine, authentic atmosphere inside of the agency. We value each other. We speak to each other. We take time. We laugh. We can get upset with each other even, and it could be like a little heated, but because we're family, we're able to come back and speak to each other and get things resolved and keep moving forward in the same way that it was overlooked, forgiven, and everything else is good because we have placed, and I have placed that as something that is a need inside of my agency. I don't want people to come to work and be dreading it. And so that's why this is so important for you to master. So, to wrap things up neatly today, we're creating a sacred space between personal and professional life is an ongoing journey. It is a journey. that requires intentional effort, meaning you have to do it on purpose. Intentional means that we are doing things on purpose. Intention means that we have aim, purpose, and direction. So when you're first starting to try to marry everything and harmonize everything in your life, it is on intentional reasons and effects. It is on purpose. Then it becomes your intention. That is your aim, purpose, and direction. So, by establishing clear boundaries, mind mapping, integrating personal values into your personal life and your professional life, you can cultivate harmonious coexistence. Yes, can I get a yes in the chat? This is what I'm talking about because it is important. It's so important for us. So, your journal serves as a powerful tool. It's going to reinforce these elements. It's going to allow you to navigate this intricate dance. And I love to say it like that because that's what life is. It's a beautiful dance that we get to move in with grace and purpose. So remember that the pursuit of harmony is not a destination, but it's a continuous process of self discovery and refinement. Always remember that because it's very important for us to get that right. Yes, get it in there. Yes, I love it. I love when you guys are active too. That just fuels me a little bit more. You see, it's a powerful session. This is a real powerful session. I wanted to birth something that literally would help you all to see why it's so important to really engage and be with an agency and a person like myself to work with you in totality. We're going to get into all the elements of how this works together because I want you to see how your lifestyle pours into your relationship. If you have problems already in your lifestyle that you're not really putting things into place, it trickles into your relationship. Your relationship is not on point, it trickles into your health and your wellness, and your health and wellness impedes upon your wardrobe as well. So it's a mind, body, soul effect. And so that's why I work with clients in totality so they can just seamlessly just come out shining and doing the things that are always going to keep them fulfilled. Told you, 2024 and beyond is about abundance and more. So you see that this is wonderful. If you would like to book a discovery call with me, there is a live link that's already in the chat box. There's always a link in our description box as well. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to hit share because somebody may need to really hear this as well, and hit the bell so you're notified each and every time that I go live because it's important for me to connect with you all and to really be able to do this. And ladies, if you are ready to really make over your mindset and to really be ready to step into your millionaire's era, you need to join our we have a weekly e-blast that goes out, and it's the Millionaire's Mindset Network. And literally, I'm in there giving you great information that's helping you to pivot. And it's more than dollars and cents because a mindset, I'm telling you, you could be six figures and beyond if you have the right mindset. So make sure that you subscribe to that as well. Fellas, I got things for you too. Tap into me. I got some stuff for you. So with that being said, everyone, it is such a beautiful day here. I'm so glad you came and you spent your life seconds with me. My name is Sonya LaRae. I'm a lifestyle relationship counselor, fashion psychologist, holistic health and wellness consultant, and educator. But by far, I'm always honored to say that I'm the president and CEO of LaPaz Image Consultants, where everything is fabulous. Please make sure to come back. Join me every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here on YouTube. All right, guys, take care.